Alright, what is going on, guys? Favel's back again, and Cool has posted a video. Highly recommend you guys subscribe to Cool. He doesn't post as often and anywhere near as often as he used to, but he's still one of the more, in my opinion, knowledgeable BBS players that actually follows the not only what goes on with BBS, but the financials and the actual company of KLab as a whole. So you'll see here he posted a video saying BBS closing in 2025, and I did watch the video and I actually messaged him, and I wanted to make sure that it says here 22 hours ago. I said I would post 12 hours after and do a response to his video, because I think that this should be spread, because even though we might not invest in BBS or invest in KLab from a financial standpoint, let's be real here, most of us are free to play. It is very, very important for the future of the game that you pay attention to the financials and whether or not a game is profitable, how much money they're making, because if they're not making money, that game's going to get closed down. And we've seen this time and time again with My Hero Academia. We've seen it with Naruto Ultimate Blazing. It was a Naruto Ultimate Blazing? I think it was. Naruto Blazing. Whatever, I'm used to calling it Naruto Blazing, but I think it was Ultimate Blazing. I might be tripping. But yeah, so he posted this whole video, and it pretty much talks about the financials of BBS. Now, I've been talking about the financials of BBS, and the reason that I know what I know is because of Cool. Literally, directly from Cool. We talk about in real life, and we talk about BBS financials, and we talk about how KLab does the absolute minimum. And me and him talked a bit. He told me that he didn't want me to talk about specific things, so I won't. But yeah, let's just quickly go over here, right?
Up until the 10th anniversary and no more. Because in KLab's investor report in the presentation, this is a slide that I found where they clearly say the company will continue to work diligently to upgrade the game, Bleach by Souls, aiming for the 10th anniversary so that people all over the world can enjoy it. Aiming for the 10th anniversary, so they're not even convinced that they can reach it. They are trying to get there, and it's been a long time that KLab has been trying to reach profitability again. So for the past 6 months, as you will see some.
So this is the financial report that I've brought up. I think that this is the newer one. So just keep the, I believe this is the newer one. I have brought up the one from 3 months ago, which I got from Cool. And yeah, so you'll see here that he actually starts scrolling down, and you'll see the trend in the number of group employees. You'll see how over time it goes up and then it goes down. When it comes to gacha games, it kind of just ebbs and flows. And here he brings up the trend in revenue and operating income. And he talks about how the company is going to try to go, let me move this up. He talks about how the company is going to try to get back in the green because they are not making profit. You'll see here in millions in yen. Usually you want to see this all the way up, but they actually have to put in a negative to account for the lack of profits, and not even just lack of profits, but the actual lack of what is it called? The lack of money due to operating income. Now, operating income going down, isn't that good though? Focus on improving business efficiency by reviewing the number of operated titles. Revenue is trending downward due to the decrease in the number of operated titles. Now, KLab has gotten rid of quite a few gacha games, and even though we might just focus on BBS, maybe even Captain Tsubasa sometimes, they have dropped, what is it called? Bushiroad has taken away the licensing from Love Live, which is why they are no longer doing Love Live. Utano Prince is about to get shut down as well. I'm not sure if they're gonna shut down the Yu Yu Hakusho, which I'm kind of glad that I didn't get into that game, because I don't believe it even came out global side. I feel like I probably would have played it, or at the very least tried it. I don't really like playing JP versions of games. I've done it with Dokkan because JP was better than global, and then they made global better somehow, so now JP's getting fucked in the ass, so I quit that game. So yeah, let's let him go.
Were 2 years of no profitability, so they were in the red. They're trying to bridge that profitability gap and get back in the green.
Oh, this is for 2021 and 2022. This isn't even 2023. In my brain, I don't know why, I thought this was monthly when I first watched this.
They have high hopes on a new game that they're going to be releasing with EA. This one that is coming.
So for those that don't know, KLab does have they have 3 games in the works. One of them is this FC Tactical with EA Sports. I'm guessing this is going to be like a FIFA thing, since they did do well with Captain Tsubasa. I'm guessing EA Sports is going to be giving them a chance. They are also coming out with the JoJo game, which we still have no real news on, and then they are also coming out with some blockchain game title, which I feel like they kind of missed the boat on milking people with crypto.
In January 2024, and they also have hopes with My Hero Academia and another IP that they
I forgot about the My Hero Academia.
But all in all, it is not looking good. And the fact that
I love the way that Cool talked. And yeah, it's not looking good.
literally they have one slide saying this is kind of worrying.
Yeah, so the way that Cool it talks about this, he does do a lot of business stuff. So I take his credit, like I feel like he has a lot more credibility to speak on it. The fact that KLab during their developer report specifically said the company will work diligently to operate the game, aiming for the 10th anniversary, is kind of troubling for us as the player base, because it doesn't say that it's like we're looking forward to our 10th, we're looking forward to hitting our 10th anniversary. It doesn't sound very promising. Like, it's like, imagine you have imagine you have cancer and you're like, I'm aiming to live for 5 more years, and then it's like, hopefully we hit that goal. That doesn't mean that the game will shut down. It just means that they're aiming to hit the 10th anniversary. And with the way that with the way that KLab has been producing the content in the game, it's very troubling because we don't really get much content. One of the things that I do complain about is the Bleach IP as a whole taking up way too much money in terms of licensing rights. Now, someone told me, it's like, so someone was upset. They're like, it's not Bleach's fault. It's not Bleach's fault. It has nothing to do with Bleach. This could have been the fucking Naruto license, or what's an underrated series, anime series, any series?
Overlord.
Yeah, sure. It could have been. This could have been Overlord Brave Souls, right? And if the company that owns the Overlord IP decides, hey, I want a lot of fucking money because we're one of the, well, I guess Bleach is one of the big 3, and they can ask for that money, then it's up to the gaming company to try to make as much fucking money as possible so that they can actually even afford to keep the license. And the problem with contracts, it goes yearly, or it could go for 5 years, 2 years, 3 years, or 10 years. And if KLab has the license for 10 years, like if they have the license to make this game for 10 years and they lose that license or they can't afford it because the Bleach IP, let's be real here, is a lot more popular than before, despite their game not being as popular as it was before, is really troubling. And that's the main reason I wanted to make this response video, because I wanted to talk to you guys. Now, this video is going to be a bit longer than Cool's 4 minutes. He does translate to French as well. So don't think that I'm going to be like doing 6 minutes or whatever per 1 minute that Cool talks. I'm just going to give you my point of view and how I feel about this stuff. So KLab saying aiming for the 10th anniversary so that people all over the world can enjoy it kind of pisses me off a little bit. Just because KLab's been doing kind of just like reskins, and it just doesn't seem very promising. Like, let's be real here, we haven't gotten a new Senkaimon in 3 years. We haven't gotten a new hard Senkaimon tower or easy Senkaimon tower in 2 to 3 years. We haven't gotten new content aside from very hard GQ. Let's be fucking real here. They literally just raised the HP, and they added 2 lines of code so that they could so that they don't let us nuke through waves and waves and waves. It kind of just irks me because a lot of people just praise KLab, but it's like they're doing minimal things. Like, there is no way that the code to give enemies more HP, which is literally 1 number that they just need to bump up, well, 2 numbers if they want to do HP and defense, and then another line of code just so that they could be like, okay, oh yeah, also between waves that spawn, plus 2 seconds of invulnerability, plus 2 seconds of invulnerability. Like, that's 5 lines of codes at max. Not to mention that they're not spamming 1,000 Year Blood War characters. Keep in mind, 1,000 Year Blood War, it commands a huge amount of money. It just based on the calculations and the reports that they give us, it looks like the 1,000 Year, one banner of 1,000 Year Blood War characters that gets released in the 3 months cycles that they do, because every like 3 months they'll do like a 1,000-year Blood War banner. Sometimes during those 3 months, it looks like their cost for one banner for sorry, I'm trying to word this properly. Based on the percentage of money that KLab has to pay in royalties, it looks like every 1,000-year Blood War banner that they come out with, the money that they keep is only 20%. And the royalties towards Studio Pierrot is 80%. And that is not taking into account operating income. That's not profit, that's revenue. So with the 20% of money that they rake in, they have to pay the developers, they have to pay the, you know, the fucking, the CEO so that he can get his dick sucked by like 3 little Asian girls. Like it's kind of crazy. So how this game is going, I don't know. It doesn't really make me too hopeful.
So Bleach did perform well during the third quarter thanks to the anniversary. That was great. But again, we know how it's been in the past month. The game has been pretty stale. And then this. So in the comments below, let me know what you guys think. I'm very curious to
they also cut out a moose source.
With this,
we didn't get the moose source between September and October like we should have, because it was even a Burn the Witch banner. Usually a Burn the Witch they do
anyway,
moose source then.
The other things that I wanted to highlight is this. When they were asked, is it possible to become profitable in the next fiscal year, so 2024, this is what KLab replied. We believe that whether we can return to profitability will depend on the revenue level of existing title and the success of EA Sports FC Tactical. So they're placing their bets on this game essentially. So we'll see how that one performs. Yeah,
this is important too, because they said we can return to profitability will depend on the revenue level of existing titles, which is the titles obviously that the KLab commands. And they specifically singled out and the success of EA Sports FC Tactical. If that game flops, I'm not really sure what's going to go down. I'm not really sure what's going to go down. As was mentioned in the answer to the previous question, Tactical has become a highly completed product, which means that it's going to be coming out soon, most likely in the next year or two, and we have very high expectations for it. In addition, we will continue to reduce costs and review expenses in parallel. Now, FIFA is very, well, I guess it's not FIFA, whatever. Now, football or soccer, you know what I'm saying, is a very profitable business. For those that don't see how badly FIFA milks the shit out of their, like, customer base, bro, I don't really have much hope that this is going to be a very free-to-play friendly game. I'm just going to say that.
Notice that they're not mentioning any other titles.
Get that 92 overall Messi, bro.
The same level of sales.
That 91 Ronaldo.
Is this question that they got in the previous Q&A, which is the smartphone game market is in a tough situation, but how does the company perceive
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, hold up. I'll let him talk and then I'll comment in case he brings it up.
it? And this is what they said. Without titles with value such as popular IPs and the power of companies that can pay high advertising costs, the hurdles for acquiring users are getting higher year by year, and game users are more severe than before. Game users are more severe than before. I find this absolutely hilarious. It is called competition, it is called choice, and it is up to the companies to adapt and provide the best experiences for their customers, for their users. There's no doubt that the business environment of the smartphone game market is in a difficult situation. Well, wow.
Not really.
Anyway, I'll let you read a bit more of this. This is it for this video.
Yeah, so like gacha games overall make a shit ton of money. Let's be real here. Pokemon Go is still kicking every single other Pokemon game's ass, right? So there is no doubt that they're saying that it's hard to get new players and stuff like that. But realistically, if you make a good game, look at 7 Deadly Sins. They're kicking BBS's ass. But yeah, anyways, I got someone coming to the house. Overall, I don't think BBS is going to get shut down in 2025, but I do believe that we're seeing a massive slowdown in whether or not KLab continues with BBS and actually like putting out content. It's really up to them, and I'm not too hopeful that this game is going to hit like the 12th or 13th anniversary. But yeah, relatively quick video. Just thanks for watching. Appreciate y'all. I wouldn't really worry all too much. I would say that if you're a big spender in this game, just be very careful about spending money. Like, that's why I cut down on, well, that's not why I cut down, but I cut down on my spending a lot, especially like this last year. So yeah. Say bless y'all. See you on the next one. Peace.